Hi, fans of high-quality entertainment. I'm close to the end of my David Bowie series, and I thank everybody that's commented on the videos I've done so far. So, up next is The Next Day, with one of the greatest album covers of all time. So, this does get a lot of negative feedback for the cover, but a little part of me kind of likes it for some strange reason, because it's so weird. The Next Day. So he's using the album cover in the back from his Heroes album, and then he just plops that on top. Here are the songs, and I'm just reviewing the, no bonus tracks or anything, just the regular album. And I did buy this when it came out, and I liked it, but at that time I still wasn't a major David Bowie fan, but I certainly loved a lot of his music. Here's the label. Comes with this, with all of the lyrics, but at least for me, I can't read that. I'm too old. Very small print. Oops. And kind of a poster, sort of. So when I bought this, I absolutely loved the title track, The Next Day. I was kind of surprised how rocking it was. And this was the first David Bowie album I had bought in quite a few years. And like I said, I became a big fan of David Bowie about maybe 3 years ago, and now I have everything by him, all of his studio albums, and quite a few live albums too. And I apologize if you hear background noise. That's my air conditioner. I have it on low. We're having a heat wave here in Ontario. And I don't like sweating. So I feel, I've played this a few times. I know the album pretty well, not as well as some of the others, not even as well as Black Star, the next album. But I did play this about 5 times before the review. And I'll say that I really love the first half of the album. I think it's as strong as any of his other albums. But some of the songs on the second half are good, but they just don't, I just don't love them like the first half. But I do love, so all of what would be side 1 on the vinyl, and then I really love I'd Rather Be High. Boss of Me is just okay. And yeah, You Will Set the World on Fire, the second last song, I love. That's excellent. And David Bowie, once again, his vocals throughout are superb. It had been 10 years since his previous album, Reality, which I ranked very highly, as you will see in a minute. So this one I don't love as much as Reality, but like I said, it's some CDs, if they were just a little shorter, it would make for a better album, I feel, including this one. So if it was maybe 2 songs less, it would be a much stronger album. But still, overall, I think it's a fun, energetic listen. And I do like it a lot. So for my ranking, it goes in between, I'm giving it a B+, and it goes in between Hunky Dory and Earthling at number 14. So, like I said, it's a really good album. Yeah, you have to realize, I know some people are kind of surprised how low Hunky Dory is. But that doesn't mean I don't love the album. There's just, if you watch the video, I believe I talk about a couple of songs that I just feel are weaker. They're not as strong as the other songs on the album. But overall, I do love Hunky Dory. David Bowie put out a lot of great albums. Reality at the moment is at number 2. That's just my opinion. It's one of my favorites, right? I'm not saying it's one of his best. These rankings are more, just my personal opinion of my favorites. Whew. And that is it. The second final video is next. Black Star I'm doing right after this one. And then after that, after a few days, I am going to attempt to do my top 40 David Bowie songs ranked. Wish me luck on that, because he's got a few great songs. Please remember, as always, to like the video, hype the video. If you see the hype button, I really do appreciate that when you do that on my videos. And make sure you're subscribed, and have a great day. Goodbye.